Hello everyone, myself Rakhi, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at ABS Engineering College Ghaziabad, affiliated to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow. Today in the lecture series of optical communication, I am going to deliver before you power coupling from source to fiber. In this content, I am going to cover following topics: power coupling, power coupled to step index fiber, power coupled to graded index fiber, laser diode to fiber coupling, power launching, lensing scheme for coupling improvement, and at last equilibrium numerical aperture. So, just have a recap of the previous lectures. In the previous lecture, we have gone through the power coupling methods. Power coupling occurs when a source to fiber in the first case, and in the second case from fiber to fiber. This two coupling is important because this leads to losses if coupling is not done in a proper way. So, in this part we are going to study about the source to fiber coupling, and also here it is mentioned power coupled to step index fiber, power coupled to graded index fiber. We are going to study this two different types because we have a fiber of two types. First one is the step index and the second one is the graded index. Since both this fiber have a different fabrication process, different construction, that's why the source to fiber coupling in both these fibers are different. Just have a recap for you. For step index fiber, whenever we talk about the coat and cladding, the refractive index of the core remains constant throughout the dimension of the core. But in the case of a graded index fiber, refractive index is a function of radius and it keeps on varying with respect to the as its distance changes from the center of the fiber to the end of the fiber core. It is maximum at the fiber axis and keeps on decreasing and reaches to the minimum value at the core cladding interface. That is why the power coupled to the step index fiber and the power coupled to the graded index fiber varies. Now, again we have a laser diode. Whenever we talk about the sources, there always existed two types of optical sources. The first one is the LED and the second one is the laser. So, in the first case, we are discussing about the LED as a source, and in this case we are going to study about the laser diode as a source. Then we will study the power launching, and in this we are going to discuss about some of the parameters which are helpful for improvement of our coupling process. So, first topic, the power coupling. As we have started this topic earlier in the previous lecture, the maximum power that can be coupled into the fiber for a symmetric source having a brightness which is a function of area and solid angle. Here the fiber end face is centered over the emitting surface of the source and is positioned as close to it as possible. The coupled power can be calculated using this formula, where A is the area of the emitting source, D omega s, this is our solid angle, and this is the brightness. And since this is a function, whenever we are talking about the brightness and something, we take a special coordinate system, and for calculation of coordinate brightness here, we have taken a spherical coordinate system. And a spherical coordinate system r, theta and phi. So, when we take r as a constant, beta is the b, brightness is a function of theta and phi. So, b theta and phi, our solid angle sin theta, d theta, d phi, and this is our area, incremental area. This area is called the incremental area in the direction of phi. As we have already discussed that incremental areas vary with respect to direction in which we are taking. The surface area is always perpendicular to the surface. The vector of the surface area is always perpendicular. So, when theta, when the vector is in the phi direction, it will be a function of theta and r. When the vector is in theta direction, it will be a function of phi and r. And when the vector is in r direction, it will be a function of theta and phi. So, when we are seeing here that here it is a function of theta and r, that means our area vector will be in phi direction. So, till now this one, and here is the radius Rm. From 0 to Rm, there is also condition attached to it. About that we have already discussed in the previous lectures. Range of phi and range of theta, which is varying from 0 to theta naught max, where theta naught max is our acceptance angle. Now, power coupled to the step index fiber. For a step index fiber, the numerical aperture is independent of the position theta s and theta r. We have to always take into consideration that for a step index fiber, numerical aperture that is given by Na is independent of the position theta s and theta r. So, the power coupled for Rs less than A. Rs is the radius of the source, radius of emitting area of the source. And A is the core radius. So, this equation is applicable when Rs is less than A. In that case, our power coupled from the LED to the step index fiber is given by this equation, and already known to you that Na, which is our numerical aperture, is when written in the terms of core refractive index and the relative refractive index, it can be written as this form. Na should be equal to N1 under root del. That is why it is N1 square del. Consider how now the total optical power Ps that is emitted from the source of area Ps into the hemisphere, this one. In that case, it is given by Ps is equal to As. We have taken a hemisphere, that is why B theta phi, this is indicates our solid angle, complete one. And as we know that for LED having Lambertian output, B theta phi should be equal to B naught cos theta, That's why in this equation b theta phi is replaced by b naught cos theta, and now phi ranges from 0 to 2 pi. So, its integration is also written as 2 pi here, and when we integrate now this one having the limit from 0 to pi by 2, we get the Ps equal to pi square r square s beta naught. And equation for the power coupling in step index fiber is now expressed as this one for the condition where Rs, that is emitting surface area of the source, is less than the core radius. But in the case when surface area of the source, or we can say emitting surface area of the source, is greater than the core radius, in that case power coupled from the step index to the step index fiber from the LED is given by this equation. So, whenever we are going to write the equation of the power that is coupled from the step index fiber to the step index fiber from the LED, first of all we have to see the Rs and A. If Rs is greater than A, then equation will be different, and when Rs is less than A, in that case equation will be different. So, let us do one numerical for better understanding of this part. A surface emitting LED has an radiance of this one, and the radius of emitting area is 35 micrometer. Calculate the optical power coupled into the fiber with A1 equal to 25 micrometer having a numerical aperture 0.2, and in the second case A2, that is the A is basically denotes the radius of the core is 50, and this one is the 0.2 again. And now if I am going to see it precisely, we are able to see that in the first case Rs is greater than A, and in the second case Rs is less than the A. So, this two different equation will be used by us. So, let us have a look at the solution of this numerical. In the first case Rs is greater than A1, so the power coupled is given by this equation. So, we have written the formula here, and we have know the value of A, which is 25 micrometer, Rs is 35 micrometer, pi square Rs. By putting the values, this is just a formula based question. By simply putting the values here, you are able to calculate the power that has been coupled. So, in the second case Rs is less than the A2, because Rs is 35 micrometer and A is in that second case is 50 micrometer. So, this formula can be applicable. Ps is pi square Rs square into B naught. By putting the values of Rs value is known to you, that is 35 micrometer, B naught is our 150, and numerical aperture 0.2 in both the cases. We are able to calculate the value of power coupled to step index fiber from the LED is equal to this one. So, what interpretation we are getting, that the power coupled in the second case is larger as compared to the first one. Now, the power coupled into the graded index fiber, as already known to you that in the graded index fiber the numerical aperture our numerical aperture is a function of the radius. Since our radius is the radius, as the radius changes, our refractive index changes. Basically, if we go into the basic, the refractive index is a function of the radius. So, we can say numerical aperture is also a function of the radius. So, the power coupled for RS less than A, that is emitting radius of the source, emitting source radius greater than the core radius. So, in that case 2 pi square beta naught, and we take the Na square. Na is given here, it is under root n square as a function of r minus n2 square, but when we take a square of this can be written as this form. So, and r numerical aperture changes as per the refractive index profile. So, this alpha is basically denote changes as per the refractive index profile, whether we are taking a uniform refractive index profile, whether we are taking a triangular one, and whether we are taking our parabolic. The parabolic one is the best for you. That is why the maximum calculation alpha is taken as per the parabolic one. This can be achieved if the refractive index of the medium separating the source and the fiber matches the index N1 of the fiber core. If the refractive index N of the medium is different from the N1, then the perpendicular fiber interfaces, the power coupled into the fiber reduces by a factor given by this equation. When the refractive index N of the medium is different from the N1, in that case the power that has to be coupled reduces by a factor which is given by R equal to N1 minus N divided by N1 plus N ka whole square, where R is called as the fractional reflection coefficient at the fiber core in phase. So, we will do one numerical related to this also. For this particular case, what is the question here? For R an optical source having refractive index of 3.6, the optical source is having a refractive index of 3.6 coupled into the fiber. So, N here is the refractive index of source is equal to 3.6 and a fiber of, so fiber has a refractive index of 1.48. Considering the medium between the fiber and the source has similar index as that of the fiber, calculate Fresnel reflection and the loss in power in dB. So, here we are going to have this. Let us do this. R equal to N1 minus N. We are having this from the formula itself. By putting the values and calculating, we are getting the Fresnel reflection coefficient as this one, and we already know that due to this condition the power coupled into the fiber from the LED get reduced. So, the value of power loss is given by this equation, L equal to minus 10 log 1 minus R. By putting the value of R here, we are getting the power loss in dB as 0.83 dB. Now, laser diode to fiber coupling. The laser diode has an emission pattern which is nominally has a full width at half maximum at of 30 degree to 50 degree in the plane perpendicular to the active area junction and a FWHM of 5 to 10 degree in the plane parallel to the junction. So, its value in the plane perpendicular to the active region is 30 degree to 50 degree, and in the plane parallel to the junction it is about 5 to 10 degree. The angular output distribution of the laser is greater than the fiber acceptance angle. So, what is the difference between the laser and the LED fiber coupling? That the angular output distribution of the laser is greater than the fiber acceptance angle. In the case of a laser, since the laser emitting area, what is the reason behind this? Because the laser emitting area is smaller than the fiber core. That is, in this case always RS, that is always less than A. Spherical or cylindrical lenses are used to improve the coupling efficiency. Now, power launching. The power launched into the fiber does not depend upon the wavelength of the fiber, but depends upon the brightness. For a gradient index fiber, the number of mode is related to wavelength by this equation, the number of modes that can be propagated inside the gradient index fiber. So, twice as many modes propagate for 900 nanometer as compared to 1300 nanometer, because there is an inverse relationship between wavelength and the number of modes. And since the power per mode Ps by m should be equal to B naught lambda square, that means directly proportional to the lambda square. In that case, power launched per mode for 300 nanometer is twice as compared to 900 nanometer. Now, as we know, the lensing scheme has to be applied for the better coupling improvement, since when the emitting area of the source is smaller as compared to the core radius, because due to lensing scheme, what happens, micro lens magnifies the emitting area of the source equal to the core area. So, what is the advantage of the lensing scheme? That it magnifies the emitting area of the source. So, there are numbers of lensing scheme. First one is the round end fiber, second one is the non-imaging microsphere, imaging sphere, cylindrical lens, spherical surface LED and spherical ended fiber, tapered ended fiber. These are the various lensing scheme which can be used for the coupling improvement, and these are the figures of that. Say there exist some problems in lenses also. When the lens size is similar to the source and fiber core dimension, which introduces fabrication and handling difficulties. In the case of a taper ended fiber, the mechanical alignment must be carried out with great precision, since the coupling efficiency becomes a more sharply picked function of the spatial alignment. Spatial tolerance are increased for other types of lensing scheme. So, these are the problem which can be faced when we use the lensing scheme and which has to be removed. Then comes the equilibrium numerical aperture. So, equilibrium numerical aperture comes into existence because the fiber with a fly lid attachment connecting the fiber should have a same Na. A certain amount of loss occur in this junction, which is almost equal to 0.1 to 1 dB. Excess power loss occur for a few tens of meters for a multimode fibers. The fiber coupled laser are less prone to this effect as they have very few non-propagating modes, and optical fiber, when we take into consider the equivalent numerical apertures, can be given by this equation, where P50 is the power expected in the fiber at 50 meter point based on the launched numerical aperture. This is a graph between fiber length and the numerical aperture. Here comes the numerical aperture in, and it is the numerical aperture equivalent. So, student, let us have a recap of what we have studied today. So, in this particular lecture, we have studied about the power that has to be coupled into the fiber. This is the general expression. After that, we have gone through the step index fiber power coupled, and for that we have seen that power coupled depends upon two important factors, that is surface radius of the emitting source and the radius of the core, and our power that has to be coupled into the step index fiber from the LED depends upon these parameters. So, when RS is less than A or equal to A, in that case the power that has to be coupled into the step index fiber from the LED should be equal to PS into NA square, and in the next case when RS, that is the radius of the emitting surface, is less than the A, in that case power that has to be coupled into the step index fiber from the LED is given by this equation. We have done the numerical based on that, and then the power coupled into the gradient index fiber. So, the power coupled into the gradient index fiber depends upon various parameters. Of course, the first one is the radius of the emitting surface and the core radius, and also on the refractive index profile. So, that is why this alpha term is a very important term, because it changes as per the refractive index profile of the fiber changes. When we take a uniform one, the alpha value is different. When we take a triangular profile of refractive index, the alpha value is different, and for the parabolic also alpha is different. But in most general cases we take the refractive index profile for the gradient index fiber as per a parabolic one, because in that case the matching is good. So, if the refractive index, this is again the most important factor, that the refractive index n the medium is different from n1, then for the perpendicular fiber in faces the power coupled into the fiber get reduced, and it is reduced by a factor r, which is given as the Fresnel reflection coefficient and is given by this equation. We have done numerical related to that, and in this particular case when the coupling is done between the laser and the fiber, in the case of a laser the radius of the emitting source, that is emitting source laser, is always less than the radius of the core. So, in this case to improve the coupling efficiency, because due to this difference, because RS is always less than A, the coupling efficiency get reduced. So, if we want to improve the coupling efficiency, we use the lensing scheme for coupling improvement. Because what happened in this particular lensing scheme, that micro lens which are used for the lensing scheme magnifies the emitting area of the source equal to the core area. So, what are the disadvantage of the laser? That is emitting area radius get is smaller as compared to the core radius. So, now it get magnifies, and if the radius get magnifies, the emitting area increases, and when the emitting area is increases, there will be a power couple increases, and that is equal to the magnification factor of the lens. And there are various type of lensing scheme which are applied in the optical communication case. These are some of the figures of that, and problem already discussed with you, because whenever we apply something to any system, they are always related with some problems also. So, lensing scheme also leads to some of the types of problem in some cases, and the numerical equilibrium numerical aperture already discussed with you. The important one in this case is the equation which you have to remember, that when we take into the equivalent numerical aperture, considering all the fly heads which are attached to our fiber is given by this one, the equivalent power P50 is the 50 meter point based on the launched numerical aperture. Thank you for attending today's class.